Hey, peace to your fam. This is Zion. Hope you're doing well. In this journey of life, we run across so many different people from all walks of life, socioeconomic backgrounds, etc. And we all have gone through hard times. We've all had disappointments. We've had setbacks. We've had even setups. Um, but it's how we bounce back and how do we use these difficult times and hell of a times in order to get to a much better place of healing and wholeness and to be empowered. But there's some people that will use their past brokenness or past violations, past setbacks, and use it as a means to hurt other people when those people had absolutely nothing to do with what happened to them in their lives. You know, these people are hell bent, if you will, on not becoming accountable for their own actions, and they seek to find confrontations and hostile disputes in order to fuel their own rage that they have on the inside and to continue to stay ablaze. These people are on fire. They're on fire with rage, with resentment, with anger, with hostility. They're on fire, and anybody that they come in contact with, they will set ablaze too. They're looking for a verbal confrontation. They're looking to try to bait people into a verbal dispute or altercation. This is normal behavior for them. The way of peace they do not know, and they ain't trying to find peace because they're too busy looking for a fight. But you get to a point in your life, be it church members, be it family, be it so-called friends, be it colleagues on your job, or be it in the mall, in a grocery store, or at a stoplight. I refuse. I'm not going to be your doormat now. Don't get it twisted. But I refuse to leave my mountaintop of peace to descend to your valley of chaos. I'm not doing it. You're going to have to come up because I'm not coming down. You're going to have to come up to my level of understanding and of maturity and how to de-escalate rather than to escalate because I'm not coming down to your level. These people are base level and they refuse to hold themselves accountable. And oftentimes, the problem is really not you or myself. The problem is really their own lives. The problem is what happened to them in their lives, and they want to hold everyone accountable and responsible for. No, you're going to hold yourself responsible for your own actions. And no, I had nothing to do with what happened to you when you were 10 years old, 17 years old, 25 years old, or 45 years old. I wasn't there. I didn't co-sign. I had nothing to do with it. And no, you're not going to hold me responsible for your own dysfunctional behavior. No, you're going to look at the man or the woman in the mirror. And I am not coming down. You're going to have to come up. So I just, encourage you as I encourage myself that when we cross paths with these people, Jesus says something very interesting to the disciples. In Matthew 7:6, he said, "Don't give what's holy to dogs, and neither cast your pearls before swine, because they will trample them underfoot and turn and tear you into pieces." So what that means is that I'm not going to give you wisdom and sound advice because you don't see the value in sound advice. You're looking for a fight. You're looking for a verbal altercation. And I'm not going to give you that because I'm up here and you're down here. You're going to have to come up to my level to deal with me on that level because I will not descend to your level. So therefore, you don't value wisdom. Some of these people do not value knowledge. They don't value understanding because being a victim to them is more appealing than being victorious. Being a victim is more self-gratifying because it's almost like an attention getter. And so therefore, anyone that will challenge them to maturation becomes an enemy. And so therefore he says, don't give what is holy to dogs, don't cast your pearls before swine. Why? Because they will trample them underfoot, and then they will turn and tear you into pieces. A swine has no sense of value when it comes to a pearl. You and I do. We understand that a pearl can be very costly, but not to a swine. A swine sees it as food, or a swine sees it as something that is invaluable. That's the reason why he will trample it underfoot and then get mad at you and then turn to tear your tail up. And some people are like that. That when you try to de-escalate, they want to escalate. When you try to bring sensibility to a matter, they want to take it to a whole nother level. 0 to 100 real quick. Well, these are the people that you are to knock the dust off your feet and keep it moving. Have nothing to do with them, because they're looking for a verbal altercation. So therefore, I encourage myself that these individuals, when you cross their path, and you will cross their path if you haven't already, you have to come to a place in your own mind, in a split second it may take. Am I going to seek down to their level? Or are they going to have to come up? Because I refuse to come down. So peace and blessings to you. And let us control the way that we think, control what is in our atmosphere, and govern ourselves accordingly. Because yes, there are broken people out here that are looking for healing, but there also are some people out here that's looking for a fight. Peace and blessings. Love you to life.